This one here is the what? Underneath here is all
Splenius.
splenius. We didn't talk about that. And when I push down on that, I can see that separation right there. See that separation? I'm just going to force my way into that. I'm going to work that back and forth. And the splenius, underneath the splenius, is the semi-splenius capitis right there. Get that right. It's not really opening up very easily. Just kind of forcing my fingers in and just pushing. And so now you can see underneath it the semi-splenius capitis. And that piece right there that I've kind of butchered a little bit is the longissimus capitis right there, right below it.
Okay.
And then if I keep going, you can see the rhomboideus profundus right there. So that's longissimus capitis, and it can be cleaned up. That longissimus capitis continues right up into here. Just want to work our way into that. Oops, I think I hit something I shouldn't have right there. And so if we see which ones are medial, what you need to kind of see on your diagram is which one is the most medial and which one is the most lateral. The iliocostalis is the most lateral, and it's way down here. And there's another separation right in there. Did you see that stab before I just poked into it? Could you see that separation?
I was
You were
harassing students. Sorry.
You were harassing students? Is that why we go into education?
Yes.
Okay, just clarifying. Did you get that on tape? That
You
comment?
Get over here.
Yeah, I'm trying to split it open without doing all the damage I've been doing here, but I can't really get underneath it. There it goes. Okay, so that's all iliocostalis. That's all, if I remember correctly, longissimus dorsi. And you will keep pushing that and separating it, and then the two right there, they stop separating and they become one muscle right there. So what we need to do, and I'm just checking because I want to make sure I'm right on this. You have the longissimus capitis that comes up, it splits into the longissimus dorsi and then the iliocostalis. And then the two of them, when they fuse, will become one muscle right there. So the longissimus dorsi, longissimus capitis and am I doing that right? That doesn't sound right. Something just doesn't sound right. Oh, there it is right there. I'm sorry. Knew that wasn't right. Transversospinalis. Take a look at where that arrow's going. And take a look at the way it's worded, transversospinalis. It transverses the spine. That makes sense? So it's the one right along the edge. Longissimus dorsi. They fuse into one muscle, which we will call the the transversospinalis. And then what you want to do is you want to keep that separation going back. So this has got to be removed, and you will find that this muscle will start jumping across this gap and fuse to form one big muscle way back down in here, transversospinalis. Okay? So that needs to be cleaned out all the way up to the spine so you can trace it down. Once it blends into 3, I used to stop my students somewhere right about in here. And then we went down into that, that neck region, and you finish that. And then when you guys are done with that, you're ready for